Okay, so this is a TP-Link PoE switch. This is the PoE indicator that says we actually have power being supplied to port 2, which is this port, and that power is going down the cable back into the PoE extractor. The PoE extractor has lights and is connected to the router, and the power is coming through here and going into the router as well. I had to get some separation cables so that I could extract the power, so I could have access to the power. And you can see the whole thing is working here, right there, drawing power on, again, port 2. So the way I was able to trick it on was by using a 330 ohm resistor across the power terminals, and that basically loads the PoE extractor and then tells it to do the handshake with the PoE switch. So what I'm going to do is cross these across the exposed terminals here, and then we'll be able to see the change in power on the screen. So we're pulling about 9.3, and we should see that jump up about 5 watts. So 9.4, and it's a little bit dynamic. The router changes its power usage, so we just got to keep refreshing to see what the power is. And then when I disconnect the resistor, so we had between 9.3, 9.5, and now we're down to 8.9. Probably see, yeah, 8.9. So you actually see the power go away when the resistor is removed from the circuit. As you can see, the router is on. What happens when I just power cycle it without the resistor, there's a power button here in the back. I'm going to turn it off, and we can see the PoE goes to 0. No power. Now I try to turn it back on, and it's just going to give me some little blippy lights, very light blips. The PoE extractor is not handshaking with the PoE switch because this is not drawing enough power. And when we look here on the screen for PoE, we're not actually getting any power. So what I do is I cross again the power here, and then the router starts up. So the PoE switch was able to handshake. We see the PoE light is on, and we see the router is picking up. And then when we refresh on the PoE switch, we see that it's drawing power. So it's starting up. It'll run all day. The problem is, without the resistor in line, in circuit, if we have another power cycle, the router won't start up. Oddly enough, it just started up. The PoE switch must not have given it a long enough time off. So now the PoE switch died. Turn it back on. Now it's not getting any power. So just for example here, I'm going to, with the router off, I'm going to cross over these terminals just so that you can see how much power the resistor is actually drawing on the power circuit. I think we should be good. It says the PoE is on. So we got about 0.8 watts. Now, this is a 330 ohm resistor. I could have probably stepped it up to a 360. I wanted a little bit lower power, but this is a pretty common resistor. So there you have it. That's how you trick the extractor to turn on the PoE switch and the PoE extractor. And there we go. Everything's restarted again. Thanks for your help.